I think Joey's in here. Is Joey under there? Hey, Joey. Okay, he's got 1, 2, 3 on him. Maybe that'll keep him warm. Alright, let me get this set up. Da-da-da-da-da. Hello, it's Gathering Place. I used to have a channel that I used like my real name, like a legal name or whatever, and then someone advised me that that's not a smart thing to do on YouTube, and so anyhow, now my YouTube channel is Gathering Place, but my name is Joanne. Here's a good book, Chicken Soup for the Soul. My Very Good, Very Bad Dog. I wanted to touch on some words of encouragement. Number 1, gratitude. Having an attitude of gratitude. Number 1, I'm grateful I have a house. I don't have a big house. I have a house. I have a house that's just right for me in this time in my life. So I can't say I own it. I say I'm buying it from the bank in mortgage payments. So I have shelter. That gives me stability. I have a roof over my head. I have a yard and all that comes with it. I'm grateful today that I have electricity in my house. I can flip a switch and have the lights on or off. Now, typically in my state, we get tornadoes and storms, so question, do you have a couple candles? Do you have matches or a lighter? If you were to lose electricity, don't think, oh my God, the world is ending. Don't think that. Think, hey, somebody's transformer went out somewhere, but just, it's good sense, prudent to think ahead and have a lighter or matches, lighter and matches, candles, so that you can have a candle lit and you'll feel better, you know. Flashlights, you want to keep a flashlight near your bed. Strategically placed flashlights so that if the power goes out, you can grab it. Gas in your car. I wouldn't let my gas tank be almost on empty, or some people don't have choices about just filling up their gas tank anytime they want to. Some people, it depends on how many tips they made at a restaurant or how much child support they might have gotten that month, but maybe they didn't, because a lot of times that's not enforced and blah blah. So if you have a neighbor or a friend who's a little more unstable than you, maybe you can take their car, fill it up, and come back with them. You know, like, hey, let's go for a ride, let's stop and get gas, I'll pay for the gas, and then they can have their own respect and not feel like, when you give something to someone, it's important that the person you give it to maintains their self-respect. Attitude of gratitude, food. I have refrigeration today. My refrigerator works. I have electricity. I have some food in the refrigerator. I don't have much food in the refrigerator. I don't need a whole lot of food on a daily or weekly basis. I will say that people hoarded food, and I could get no frozen green beans at my grocery store. I always get a pickup or a delivery once a week, and this week I got no frozen green beans. I have a stash of 2 cans of green beans, so please don't hoard. You don't need 10 bags of frozen green beans, which leaves poor old Joanne with no green beans. Canned green beans are not good for me. They have 280 milligrams of sodium. Sodium is salt. I had a heart attack. I know I don't look young enough to have had a heart attack or old enough. You know what I'm saying. But I did, and my circulation, blah, blah, my ankles swell, my legs swell, blah, blah. Joanne doesn't, no French fries, no, I don't, no, I can't do that. I can't do salt. So, now it's eat no green vegetable or eat salted green vegetable. And right now I'm not eating the can of green beans. Push comes to shove, I might, but, I'm going to see if I can't obtain some frozen green beans. Where was I? Attitude of gratitude. So I'm not grateful that I have no frozen green beans and you might have 20 or 30 in your freezer. Maybe you have a refrigerator and a freezer, and then you have a big freezer in your garage or big freezer in your basement. And all I can say is, I hope your electricity goes out for 2 hours and it just scares you, and then the electricity comes back on and all your food is still good and nothing bad happened. But I want you to think about, what if you lose power and all those frozen vegetables go to waste? So like, hey, just saying, I can say that. I'll teach you a lesson. Okay, if you were to lose electricity because of a storm or a tornado or those kind of things, do you have a propane source for a thing you cook with? Like sometimes these guys want these grills with propane. Now wouldn't be a bad time to get propane if you can get propane. If you're allowed to, your state, if it's legal in your state to drive and get that. I don't know what's open in your state. I'm just minding my own business over here in Ohio, and I know what my law says at midnight tonight. We have a governor, Governor D. Wine. I like that wine. He's got wine in his name. Okay. See, make sure you have your medical marijuana so that you don't freak out if you use it for anxiety or whatever it's prescribed for. Make sure you got that.